So thank y'all for joining us this morning. And hope everybody's ready to shake it like a duck. So this morning we have Shawn Brown. It's going to be up first. He has over 26 years experience working with parents and teachers. He has developed 3 companies. He's originally from Chicago, but he's now in the Atlanta area. He writes and implements entertaining curriculum using music to gather and bring in his audience. So you might know him as Shake It Like a Duck Man. And he also has some transition CDs. So now we will turn over to Shawn Brown.
Stand by in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to Role Model Studios, home of the Super Fun Show, brought to you by Role Model Professional Development. You better get ready. This is going to be a virtual experience. Yeah. Not your guy sitting in front of a laptop, drinking coffee. My motto is, it's not fun or funny, I don't want to have anything to do with it. That's just me. That's the way I do it. The shirt says, Role Model Professional Development. Professional development isn't always fun. It's just the way I do it, okay? Get over it. Let it go. Calm down a bit, will you? Well, we're going to have some fun today. It is, I guess, Pancake Saturday for you. Well, it's virtual. You can still have your pancakes. A lot of you guys don't have your cameras on because you're eating right now. And you still in your pajamas. Do you? Do you? It's still professional development. Oh, yeah. So today, I'm just saying, relax, sit back, get the kids in the room, out of the room. I don't know. Sometimes they find me funny even when I do professional development. This is what I do, okay? So I want you to sit back and relax, refresh your coffee cup, your orange juice, get you a couple of more pancakes, do whatever it is that you do on Saturday because you're at home. But you know what? I got to get ready to do a song, and I'm not dressed for this song. I got to get ready for that. Excuse me, please. I gotta get ready.
Super fun, super fun, super fun, super fun, super fun, super fun. It's the super fun show. Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, it's the super fun show. Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, jump up and down and turn yourself around. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, shake it like a duck. 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 Shake it like a duck.
Put your hands on your head and move your feet. Put your hands on your head and move your feet. Put your hands on your knees and move your head. Put your hands on your knees and move your head. Jump, 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 jump. A little higher. Jump. Jump, 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 a little higher. Jump, 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 a little higher. Jump, 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 jump.
It's the super fun show. Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, it's the super fun show.
You can get up.
Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, jump up and down and turn yourself around. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, shake it like a duck. 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 Shake it like a duck.
Put your hands in the air and wave them all around. And wave them all around like you just don't care. Put your hands in the air and wave them all around. And wave them all roll around like you just don't care. Put your hands down. Put your hands up. Put your hands down. Put your hands up. Down. 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 Are you ready for some fun?
Yeah!
Are you ready for some fun?
Yeah! Are you ready for some fun? Yeah!
Somebody scream!
Clap your hands, come on now. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Clap your hands and stomp your feet and turn yourself around. Clap your hands and stomp your feet and turn yourself around.
Fun.
It's the super fun show. Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, it's the super fun show. Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, jump up and down and turn yourself around. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, shake like that. Shake like that. Shake like that. Shake like that.
Muévelos como pato. Muévelos como pato. Put your hands on your head and move your hips. Put your hands on your head and move your hips. Put your hands on your hips and move your head. Put your hands on your hips and move your head. Put your hands on your feet and do it like this. Put your hands on your feet and do it like that. Faster, 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 faster.
Super fun show. Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, it's the super fun show. Here we go. Come on. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, jump up and down and turn yourself around. It's the super fun show. Come on. Hey, shake it like a duck. Shake it like a duck.
Shake it like a duck.
Shake it like a duck.
Shake it like a duck.
Shake it like a duck. Shake it like a duck. Shake it like a duck. Super fun. 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 Super fun.
Super.
Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, Alabama. I see some of you guys got some help. You wouldn't got that teenager and got that thing muted, didn't you? Well, we appreciate that. One thing you want to look at when you're looking at your screen, if you see your picture come up, that means that you are unmuted. So you might be hollering at one of your children or something like that. We gonna hear you. We gonna hear you. Good morning. This is different, isn't it? I'm telling you, this has been some kind of week. Monday before last, I was in a room that was 120 square feet. And I felt like I was in a cage. And I talked to my boss, my wife, Cheryl Brown, and I said, babe, can I expand my space downstairs? I want to knock out 2 or 3 walls and give myself some space so I can release the total fool. That I am in a new world. But let me tell you this. It started off with Monday and me telling the contractor, I'll help. I can help. I used to help my daddy, and I'm pretty handy with my hands. I mean, I'll get ahead of you. I can help. My contractor is 73 years old. I had to keep up with him, man. We worked from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Every single day. We took the 4th of July off. Woohoo! If you ever worked so hard that when you got done, you just wanted to eat and go to sleep, that's what I did. And now I'm back. I'm in my new space. I'm still waiting on one piece of furniture. So right now I still have my old desk and the old setup, But I'm telling you, it's about to be looking like CNN and Fox up in here because I'm in my new space. Calm down, Shawn. Why do I have to calm down? I am in my space. I do not have to calm down. You calm down. Some of y'all got caught off guard, didn't you? You are going to have your cameras on. You will need your cameras on in order to receive credit for this training. I didn't do my hair. Nobody said we had to have the cameras on. This is virtual life. This is a virtual experience. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. You had to go put some clothes on, had to go grab a wig. You had to go brush your teeth. There's so many things you had to do, but it's okay. This is the new normal. What we're doing now, this is the new normal. Get used to it. We might be shutting down again. It's very, very possible. We're going to be shutting down again, and it is what it is. For those of you who don't know me, well, I know one person that know me, Tanya Fapamil. She got on my hat. She has on the Super Fun Show hat. Tanya, hey. If you have heard of me before, just do a thumbs up on your screen or type it in. I saw you at the, to put that in there. I saw you at the, and you fill in the blanks. You fill in the blanks. Because I'm going to go back and read it and just kind of check. And, because, I might find my cousin over there somewhere. Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Shawn Brown. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, and I was born and raised that child you guys call ADD, ADHD, LMNOP. That was me. Yes, I was a teacher terrorist. That's right. And it wasn't, well, I guess I got to be honest. They beat me. Yeah, I went to a Catholic school. Those nuns beat me. I'm not going to say it's right, but it worked on me because my mom said it was okay to beat me. Matter of fact, she even told the principal, you let me know the next time that you have to spank my child because I will finish the job because y'all not going to do it right. Y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about back in the day. Back in the day. Well, this is a new day. Unless you want to be visiting your family from behind some cell bars, you better keep your hands to yourself. But some of us know that we have that thing called the look. You can give your child, once they get a certain age, you give them the look. That could be out in public. It could be at home. You give them the look. Listen, in that classroom, in your facility, there are certain things that you can and cannot do. You have to keep a positive climate at all times. A positive climate at all times. Never let them see you sweat because those children will test you. That's their job, to test you, find the weakness, and go in because that's what they do. You better believe it. That is exactly what they do. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about classroom organization, and that's going to bring in some other topic areas, one being behavior management, the other being instructional learning format, and another one being productivity. It's going to be important when we go back in the school year to be able to make sure that we keep the children's attention. Just so you guys will know, on Thursdays, I do the show called Facebook Live, and I'm recording it and setting it up for YouTube. And what I want to do is, let's see if I can do a little commercial here. I am going to just kind of be impromptu. I'm at home, so I'm gonna make myself at home. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play you guys a little clip. Now, keep in mind, you don't know, I don't know, we don't know. If school's going to open back up, parents going to have their children coming back to your place. We don't know. We don't know if you're going to be presenting to your children virtually, but we know that you as a provider, you want to let your families know what is available to them. And so what I'm doing through the Facebook Live show is I'm making sure that I'm providing engaging content for the children. So this is a short video. It's just 2 minutes of how I engage the children through comedy, and also this particular episode was called The Opposites. I'm not going to talk about it no more. I'm just going to play it. Okay, let's try this. Let's see. Technology. I got to push buttons. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see if I can make a good transition. Bam. Let's do a live demonstration of opposites. Today, Shawn Brown is going to show you over. I'm over the table. The opposite of over is, that's right, under. Ow! I don't like that one. Shawn Brown is over the table. And now, being very careful, under. Over the table, and yeah, we know what that one is, right? Okay, over, and yeah, we know. I know, but I don't want to go under. You've seen it before. You know what it is. I don't have to do it, do I? But I don't like it. No, just over. And then I do like that, and you say, but I don't have to demonstrate. I have to demonstrate under, but I don't. Okay, I'll do it. All right, okay. Over, and I know, calm down a bit, will you? Okay, stop laughing at me. Okay, Shawn Brown is under. I don't like under. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for today. Opposites, we did over, and that other one, you know what it is. Okay. As you can see, I just like to have fun. I guess this has been something I've been waiting for a long time. I've been doing children's shows and presentations for many, many years. And it's like, how can I reach them all at once? I just feel like I'm being held back when I can show for 200 over here or 1,000 over there or whatever. But now, sometimes you got to look at a situation and recognize that it is a blessing in disguise. By no means am I calling COVID-19 a blessing, but for some of us, it is an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to become a better you. It's an opportunity to become a better husband, a better wife, a better son, a better daughter. I mean, what our options need to be positive ones. Some of us have lost loved ones. Some of us have loved ones in the hospital now. If we could just get our young people to understand that, because we all understand. I mean, at a certain age, we thought we were invincible. I mean, we did stupid stuff. We jumped off of roofs and rolled onto the ground. We ran across the freeway. I mean, just stupid stuff and feeling invincible. And our young people are carriers. They're asymptomatic with COVID, and they're carriers. And then they infect grandma, they infect uncle, auntie. They're not thinking right now. But I truly believe that we are going to get through this. It's one of those things where it's just going to take some time. It's going to take some time, and we got to be patient. The video you just saw, that is for Facebook Live. We do every Thursday at 10 a.m. and I just took 2 weeks off just to, redo the studio and everything. I'm unable to show you the whole room because I'm still waiting on another desk and I still got other stuff going on in here. Anyway, so Thursdays, Facebook Live. And here's what I would like for you to do to be able to have access to this free content for your children. They're going to be doing social distancing in your classrooms or in your homes. A lot of times you're going to be able to use a video. I want you to be able to go to YouTube, The Super Fun Show. YouTube, The Super Fun Show. Once you go there, you'll just be able to go to Super Fun Show Live and you'll be able to see all of the episodes. I think we're up to 5 or 6 episodes and they're usually 15 to 20 minutes each. But I try to line it up with your curriculum, the things that children need to learn. And these are some of the things we use to challenge their higher order thinking skills. The most important thing is being able to engage them. And we may have to do that virtually. So I'm just trying to think ahead and use my giftings to provide. Because I'm a provider for early childhood and I'm going to provide under whatever platform I have to. And right now I have to use this one. Hey, and got to admit it, I kind of like it. Back in the day, I used to be a DJ at radio stations. And now I kind of feel like I got that DJ vibe again, The weather outside is 97 degrees and the heat index is going to be 107 in Alabama today. So we'd like to ask you to stay in the house and turn your air conditioner on. And if your air conditioner isn't on, we feel sorry for you. And we hope that you can ventilate your home in some kind of way. But the barometric pressure is 29.8%. Hey, I'm just having fun. Okay. Do you, Shawn Brown? Who else? Come on now. Okay. Let's talk about the number one dimension that I feel is most important when it comes to classroom organization or classroom management, the management of your facility, your home. The number one thing that we need to be concerned with is behavior management. Yes, behavior management. Okay. What did you just do? Okay, so that means, yeah, that's why I'm glad I got 2 cameras, because camera 1 just bit it. Excuse me. Okay, so listen, behavior management, you need it. Yes, with your grown self, you need behavior management. That's right. You need behavior management. Case and point. Let me make my example clear to you. How many of you guys have ever been on an airplane? Type it in the chat box there. How many of you guys have ever been on an airplane before? Let's talk about what it takes to get on that plane. I'm going somewhere with this. If you've never flown on a plane before, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here is your first trip. When you get to the airport, you got your bags. You step up to the agent, and they ask you to put them on the scale, right? Put your bags on the scale. Deep, 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 deep. You are 4 pounds over. Oh, I'm sorry. What does that mean? That means you're going to have to pay an additional $75. No, it doesn't mean that. What it means is, Mr. Agent Man, it means I'm going to take my suitcase off of your little scale and I'm going to open up both of my suitcases and I'm going to have my underwear all over the floor until I figure out how to put these 4 pounds over here and then we're going to make it okay. But I'm not going to pay you $75 for 4 pounds. Have you lost your mind? Calm down. Why should I calm down? You try. Point. You got your bags. They take them away. Now what? Where do you go from here? Type it in the box. You got your bags. They got your bags. You got your boarding pass. Where do you go from here? Put it in the box. Where do you go from here? Okay. Okay. What if you don't know how to get there? Somebody's going to tell you, right? Okay, so you make your way to TSA. That stands for Take Stuff Away. I just made that up. Take stuff away. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good. Oh, I can tell now. Oh, virtual is good. Virtual is good. I was concerned with me being able to still be fruity, loopy, and all of that stuff without the actual interaction. It's still there. TSA, take stuff away. Okay, so now I'm going to add some caffeine to that. Oh my goodness, OMG, Shawn Brown's drinking coffee and he doesn't need it. Calm down, for what? For whom? For why? So now you go to take stuff away. And when you get there, there's someone standing there. Please take all of your laptops and your computers out of your briefcases and put them in a separate bin. If you have on any metal, please take off your shoes and your belt buckles and jewelry and your watches and your cell phones. Please put those in the bin. Blah, 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 blah. You make it to the little checker box. I can't even think of the name of the thing, the X-ray machine, okay? You're hoping that once you get through there, it's all good, right? It's like rolling the dice. You may make it, you may not. But they go through so much. Sometimes I just want to go through there butt naked with a bow tie, right? Now what? Excuse me, Mr. Brown, you're going to have to remove the bow tie. Oh, come on, man. Okay, so you make it through TSA. Now what? Type it in the box. You make it through TSA. Now what? Type it in the box. We're waiting for you to type it in the box. Matter of fact, you know what? I need to check and see if you guys are typing it in the box. To the lobby to wait on my airplane, security. Look at y'all. Go to your gate. You got that right. Okay. All right. Go to your gate. Okay, Tanya, #1 fan. Okay. Look at y'all. You guys are typing. This is how we know y'all there. Okay. Okay. So you go to your gate. You get to that gate. Now, I got a ticket, got a boarding pass. I'm ready to get on the plane. So I'm going to get on the plane right now. Am I going to get on the plane right now? I have a boarding pass. Am I going to get on the plane right now? I don't think so. They are going to call, let's see, military is going to get on first, and then those who need special assistance, getting down the jetway, blah, blah, blah. And then there's first class. Yes, first class passengers. Every now and then your boy flies first class because I have the points to fly first class. I will not pay that money for that leather recliner chair and pay 3 times what you pay to sit in that chair. No, I'm not, but I do fly first class because I have an upgrade. But nobody knows that it was an upgrade and I didn't pay for it. So I am going to act sadity. I will be drinking my cranberry juice as you walk past me, as I'm seated in my recliner, and I'll sip like this and I won't look at you. I have this thing in first class. You don't look at the other people. No, you don't. You have to be sadity. Yes. Okay, so they got first class, and then they're going to board zone 1. Then they're going to board zone 2. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. You never flown on a plane before, so you just go with the experience. Calm down a bit, will you? Okay. And so then they're going to board zone 3 and zone 4. Here's the deal. You want to be in zone 1 and zone 2 because you want to be able to put your bags overhead, right? You don't want to give your bags to the boys who handle it and rough it and throw it around and it falls off the cart downstairs. And so you want to be in zone 1 or zone 2, right? And please don't do something like be in zone 3 or 4 and try to walk in with zone 2, because they will call you out. Excuse me, and they'll be on the microphone. Excuse me, we are now boarding zone 2. If you are in zone 3 or 4, please govern yourselves accordingly. And that person is standing there embarrassed and they're going all the way to the back. Don't do that, because they will call you out. They will call you out. Even though if they look like they're your cousin and you think they're going to let you in, no, they're going to call you out. Sometimes they disgruntled and they just want to call people. Okay, moving on. Okay. Every now and then I see a squirrel and I chase it down and okay, all right, here we go. And so now you're on the plane, and now they start with the announcements. We have closed our cabin doors. We would like you to turn off your cell phones at this time, and please pay attention to the monitors and the flight attendants as we will give you our safety instructions. Welcome aboard Flight 457 en route to Los Angeles, California. We'd like to ask you to fasten your seatbelts at this time. Make sure your tray tables and seats in the upright position. Flight attendants, departure checks. Okay, and now, they show you how to put the seatbelt on. It's like, and I mess with people because that's what I do. And they're just showing you how to put the seatbelt together, and I look at them like, wow, oh my goodness, OMG. Can you do it again? Click it. No, click it. Click it good. Click it real good. Oh, that was awesome. Oh my God. And now the plane finally takes off, right? And so now I'm going to watch my movie. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this, okay? This is behavior management at its best. And then we take off and I'm ready to watch the movie and everything. This is your captain speaking. We've reached our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet. Like I ask you to stay in your seats with your seatbelt securely fastened because we might have unexpected turbulence. I'm like, turbulence? You've never flown, and they say unexpected turbulence. Like, turbulence, what's that? That's when the plane violently shakes at 32,000 feet. And if you've never, ever flown before, now would be the time to ask for an adult diaper because it is going to be a scary experience. Unexpected turbulence. Is there another kind? Okay, so listen, they're constantly talking to us, constantly. We're about to start our cabin service at this time. We're having Coca-Cola products and peanuts and blah. Basically, you're going to get 3 ounces of Coca-Cola over 18 cubes of ice, and you're going to get 12 peanuts. So if you want it to last, you better take 3 peanuts every hour. And by the time you're done with your 12th peanut, you'll be on you pretty much doing your final approach. This is your captain speaking. We started our final approach into Los Angeles, California. I'd like to ask you to fasten your seatbelts at this time. Make sure your tray tables and seats in upright position. Flight attendants, arrival checks. See, they're talking to us. They're letting us know everything that's going on. If you've never flown before, somebody needs to tell you that we've started our descent, because when you're coming up on California, there's mountains over there, okay? And if you've never flown before, it looks like you're about to crash, right? So they tell us what's going on. Once the plane lands, they're still telling us what's going on, because if they don't communicate with us, you've seen it before, the plane has just landed, right? And the plane is taxiing down the runway, working its way to the gate, and then it has to stop short because it's getting ready to cross another runway. And there are some people who think they're at the gate and they're jumping up out of their seats, because notice this. Behavior management at its best. When that plane stops, immediately the captain says, this is your captain speaking. I'd like to ask you to remain seated. We are not at the gate at this time. We're just adjacent to another runway. And we will be taxiing to gate B3 once we are parked at the gate. You'll hear a bell and you can move about the aircraft at that time. Thank you for flying Delta Airlines. You could have chosen any other. Squirrel. Okay, so now once the plane gets there, you hear the ding, and now all the people who've never flown before try to walk up the middle of the aisleway, because the protocol is this row, this row, this row, this row, this row. And you can just watch the rookies. They're trying to walk up the aisle. Where you going? Where you going? Oh, now you forgot your bag and you want to get back through? You need to sit down somewhere. Okay, calm down, Shawn Brown. Okay. That analogy that I just gave you was for your adult self. You needed that as an adult. My question to you, how much more does a child need that? How much more does a child need that? That's behavior management at its best. It's like that trip that you take in your car with your children. What's one of the first questions after they've been there in that car for 15 minutes? Type it in your box. Type it in your box. They've been in the car 15 minutes. What is the question that they ask? They've only been in the car 15 minutes. What is the question that they ask?
They're saying, are we there yet?
You better tell somebody. Oh, who's that unmuted? All right, that's all right. They are saying that. You funny girl. Are we there yet? That's right. Oh, okay. Look at that. Man, y'all singing like a choir. It's like, are we there yet? No, we're not. Listen, one of the reasons why they want to know, are we there yet? Because, well, they want to know, and that they're not engaged, and they just want to know. So what if you know every 15 minutes they're going to ask you that? Why not every 13 minutes? Give them an update. Hey guys, we're going to stop at this rest area in about 15 minutes, and you guys can run around and have some fun. But everybody's going to go. You hear me, Thomas? Everyone's going to the restroom. Yes, everyone. Oh, I know you don't have to go, but you have to go. Okay? You know how your husband feels when he is on the clock and he promised the people in Florida or wherever you're going, we're going to be there between 1:15 and 1:30. Do you know how important that is to a man? When we say 1:15 to 1:30, we want to show up. I mean, we feel that's a major accomplishment when we're able to figure out the math, do the miles and everything. And then you want to go to the bathroom? You want to go to the potty when everybody stopped and you said you didn't have to go? Oh, man, that's squirrel. Okay, I'm sorry. Squirrel. Behavior management. At its best, you are letting the children know, what are we doing now? This is in your facility, in your house, in your classroom. You're letting them know, what are we doing now? What are the expectations while we're doing this? You're going to take it a step further. Then you're going to tell them what we're going to do when we're done with this. So when you get done with this activity, they already know what's going on. So they don't have to ask, like your children ask you, are we there yet? They don't have to ask you, what are we going to do? What are we going to do now? No, we're going to already do it because you know what it is. Now, behavior management works even better. It works even better when you're working in a classroom or in a facility with a partner, okay? Type it in the box. How many of you guys are working in the classroom and you have a teacher, co-teacher relationship? How many of you guys have teacher, co-teacher relationship? And just put in, I do, or it's just me and 30 kids, somebody help me. Okay, if you're in a classroom scenario and it's teacher, co-teacher, put it in the box. Put it in the box, and I'm gonna look so I can respond to. I do. This is not a marriage here. I do. Some y'all getting married. Look, I do too. Are we there yet? Okay, I do. It's just me. Okay, I need some more because I need to know how deep to go into this. I do. Come on, you guys. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we got 53 people in this classroom. 53 people. Okay, I would like to know what the other 40 are doing. Right now, I got 10 responses. Okay, now we getting there. Don't play me. I got technology right here. I know what I'm doing. Let me look. And you know what? Listen to some music while I check this out. Excuse me. I'm just reading over here. I'm not going nowhere. You calm down. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change cameras here. Let me do this. We're gonna go to this one. Okay. So now I can see. All right, just me, specialist, director. I do. All right, okay. All right. Excuse the backdrop back there. I know it's tore up. It is. I just went through a rebuild here, but right now I'm just using this technology. I don't care. All right. My wife be like, did you know that you had that? Hey, that's the green screen room back there. That's all the light and all that stuff back there. Okay, I do. Okay, we got a coach there. Hey, coach. What's up, coach? Okay. All right. Director. Okay, director and assistant director. Okay. I still would like to have a little more. We got 53 people. I don't understand. Y'all need to help me with this. I've been a teacher, co-teacher, and a director. I've been everything. I just substitute from time to time. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm going to take that as enough. All right. Let me switch back. Let me get another camera here. Let's go back here. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here's something you need to recognize. Some of you guys are working in a classroom with someone you don't even like. Newsflash, they don't like you either. That's grown folk. It's grown folk stuff. Y'all need to work that out. Children know when you guys don't like each other. They know. Matter of fact, they will play you. They'll play you all against each other. You got teacher and teacher assistant. I like to call you teach, and Coco. And sometimes you have a specialist in there, and that's a parapro. That's one more. Teach, Coco, and one more. Teach, and Coco, they will play you. If they see you don't like each other, one of you guys leave the classroom, and one of them kids just like me, like a Shawn Brown, because I know some of y'all got some Shawn Browns. ADD, ADHD, elemental P, or just wired up, okay? Wired up. Some of y'all got some Shawn Browns. If you don't have no Shawn, you got a Shawnette. If you don't have a Shawnette, you got a Shancito. We are there. Let me tell you something. Teach, and Coco, y'all better get along. Because little Shawn will go up to you go lead the class, and little Shawn will go to she say she can't stand you. You be like, I got something for her. Listen, you better... Y'all grown. Y'all need to work that out. Some of you guys are in unique situations, very unique situations. You are a lead teacher, and your co-teacher is 10 years older than you, 15 years older than you, 20 years older than you. You have wisdom in your classroom. You better take advantage of that. They know some things about some things that you couldn't possibly even understand. If you are in a situation where you see that your co-teacher, the older teacher, the more experienced teacher, she's able to deal with the Shawns and the Shawnettes and the Shancitos and the Shawnalito, listen, that's because she knows something. You better learn something from her. Being all high-sidity, all fresh off of your new degree. Oh, I just graduated magna cum laude, and I have my credentials, and that says that I am smarter than you, and you do what I do when I tell you to do, when I tell you to do it, and how I tell you to do it. You better cut that out. You better cut that out. Okay, so here's where I want to go. I'm going to play a little video for you. This is about behavior management, what it looks like in the classroom, what it looks like in your home. I was doing some research, which is something that I do often when it comes to presenting to you. I just kind of scour the internet and just look at different things that people are talking about. And there was this guy who talked about how he deals with behavior in his classroom. He says it starts at the front door when the child crosses the threshold into the classroom, not after they get in, before they get in. So if you see them all worked up, that's why you got to be there at the front door to greet them so you can see how they are, where their attitude is. Are they upset? Are they crying? Whatever it is. That way, if they're crying and upset, you right there with mom. You can find out what it is. You don't have to play 22 questions when they come back inside, okay? You can find out right there because mama's right there, okay, on the cell phone. You know I'm right. if your parents are dropping off the kids and they're on the cell phone and you want to talk to them, put it in the chat box. Just say yes. Are the parents on the cell phone when they come in? Just say yes. Just say yes. Are the parents on the cell phone when they come in there? Let's see what we got. Oh, you didn't know I was going to work you, did you? I'm not the only one working today. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Somebody say, oh, yes. Okay, yes, yes. I make them get off. Oh, you bad, huh, Candace? Candace say, I make them get off. You need to turn yourself on. They're like, okay, okay, okay. Calm down a bit, will you? Calm down a bit. They're on the phone because they don't want to talk to you, okay? They don't want you to tell them who their child bit yesterday. They know their child's a biter. Why do you think they nicknamed him Gator, okay? Squirrel, okay, coming back. I wanted to play a video. And so the guy was saying, at the threshold, you check them before they enter your classroom. Okay, so let me do this. Let's see if I can make a nice little cool transition. Wait a minute. This technology is so much fun. Okay, let's watch this.
You even come in here, we're gonna turn it down. Because I know you just got out of the car. Right? And you wanna come in there right on with that nonsense. No. That's you and your mama time. You on my time now. I'm gonna turn it up. But when I'm ready to turn it up, right? We gotta turn it up for them, but not at their turn. Because they'll have that thing turned up from 7 a.m. to when their mom pick them up late. They be turned up the whole time.
Okay, you know it's the truth, right? You know it's the truth. So, at that threshold, you check them at the threshold. You let them know what your expectations is. So when they come in the classroom, you got this. It's on lock. It's on lock. You know, one of the things that I tell teachers around the country is that the atmosphere, the climate of your classroom, I need to check my time here. The climate of your classroom is controlled by you. It's like you are the thermostat. It's going to be positive. It's going to be negative. It's going to be fun. It's going to be boring. You are the thermostat. Children shouldn't be able to push your buttons. What do I mean by pushing your buttons? Making you raise your voice. If you're fair, firm, and consistent, you shouldn't have to raise your voice. If you're constantly using the methods that we're talking about here, which is keeping the children engaged, letting them know what we're doing now, letting them know the expectations while we're doing this, letting them know what we're going to do after this. Then when you let them know what you're going to do after this, you got teach, and Coco, right? If you guys get along, you're telling them that we're going to go to the art table when we get done with this activity. Coco's like, got you. She's going over there to get that old dried up glue, and she's going to start putting water in it, and she's going to be mixing it good, mixing it real good, cooking up something special, and she's going to have all of the glue out at the table, all the paper's going to be out, and then you're winding it up. You're telling them, in 5 minutes, we're going to go over here and do this, da-da-da-da-da-da. Listen, when they get done, they get up and they go straight to the table. That's called unnecessary waiting around. When do you find your problems with behavior? When you're making the children wait, when you're making them wait. When I do a children concert, one of the things that keeps me ahead of them is I stay on hype, because it's like a 30, 40-minute show. So I have to take it a whole nother level. I mean, you there all day. Okay, I take my hat off to you. You there all day. You are the professional. I can get them stirred up for about 30, 40 minutes, but I can completely control them. I can completely control them. I've had up to 1,000 children where I'm performing and staying within their time, their attention spans, and I will get to certain parts of the show, You can hear a pin drop in there. That scared me the first time. That's how I know it's a gift. Okay, that's a gift. 1,000 kids, and then you start whispering, and then it gets quiet in there. Oh, come on now, that's a gift. I recognize the gift. I recognize the gift. Did I say I recognize the gift? Okay, so now, behavior management. I think I made my point on behavior management, because you can't do anything until you have that on lock. Once behavior management is on lock, then everything else flows. Otherwise, you're spending 80% of your time correcting behavior, and then you left with 20% of your time trying to teach. And then when you go home, you're stressed out and you snapping at everybody, okay? Because it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough. That's why in early childhood, there's such a big turnover. There's such a big turnover. They get that call from Home Depot. They get that call from anybody, from the school district, anybody that's paying much, like, you know, I don't have to take this. I don't have to take this. Because listen, one of the things that upsets you most is when the parents don't treat you right. But see, right now, you got this thing called payback. Because the parents, now they're there with their kids. I'm telling you, when this COVID thing is over and we can get past the social distancing, they're going to hug you so tight, you're going to be like, let me go. Oh. They're going to say that they are finding your value like they've never known it before, because they home all day with Shawn, Shawnette, Shancito, Shanalito. Oh, they're there. They're there. Now, parents don't always appreciate you, okay? And let's do this. This is from one of my sessions I did in, I believe it was Tennessee, and this was just a great day, and I'm glad I was able to find it to share with you guys. Okay, here we go.
Look for appreciation all the time from the parents, because sometimes they don't like you because they're watching their children's affections go toward you. Yeah. And they can see the negativity when mom show up, they're like, come in the morning. And you happy to say, oh, baby. Mom looking too like,
You know it, you know it.
I'm leaving. I said I'm leaving. Jamarius, I'm leaving.
Okay, all right. Sometimes you just feel you don't feel appreciated, and I think that's all going to change when they come back, because they got to experience what you experience all year long. Okay, let's keep it moving here. Because of the nature of my inability to focus all the time, I write it down, okay? All right, so, okay, behavior management, I think we got it. If you think you have a good understanding of behavior management, type it in the box. Say, I got it. I got it. Type it in the box. I'll wait for you. Type it in the box. Behavior management. To me, the most important dimension of all dimensions in the domain of classroom organization. Behavior management first. If you think you got it, say, I got it. Let me hear it. You got it. Oh, look at you. Got it. Come on, y'all. Whew. I'm telling you, I am learning. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm learning as I go. Every time I do a virtual presentation, I tend to get a better understanding, and this is what I need. And I'm used to being live there, hearing the laughter, enjoying the fun. I hope it comes across when you hear it, when I do the live or the video, that it at least brings a smile to your face. Because as a former comedian, the response is what is so important. It's nothing worse than standing on stage and you calling yourself a comedian and you're talking and it's quiet in there. And once it gets quiet, you know, in about 30 seconds, people going to start having their own conversations in the room. And so, you know, I'm going back to that, all those little feelings. So seeing this is good. This is good for me. This is good for me. So let's talk about, you're making me smile. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's do this. Behavior management. We got that. I'm looking at the time. Here's what I need to find out. I know we started 10 minutes late. Jeff, can you text me and let me know, do I need to finish 10 minutes early or do the entire 90 minutes? And then I'll know, because there's a certain part of the presentation where I am going to get my wife ready. My wife is going to present something to you that is just as important as the behavior management. But right now, we're going to move to instructional learning format.
While you're moving, Shawn, you take all the time you want, buddy.
All right. Okay. All righty then. All right, guys. You heard it. You guys are going to be here to 4 o'clock. You ain't going outside. It's 107 on the heat index. You ain't got nothing to do. Come on now. Here we go. All right. So let's go here. And I'm going to find, what is the video that I wanted to play? Oh, yeah. Instructional learning format. I'm going to show you something, and then I'm going to talk about it. How does that sound? Sounds okay? Okay. I like singing, saying nursery rhymes. I like singing, saying nursery rhymes. When I'm asleep, I'm dreaming nursery rhymes. When I'm awake, I sing them all the time. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the candlestick. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the candlestick. Nursery rhymes. I like singing, saying nursery rhymes. When I'm asleep, I'm dreaming nursery rhymes. When I'm awake, I sing them all the time. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Nursery rhymes. I like singing, saying nursery rhymes. When I'm asleep, I'm dreaming nursery rhymes. When I'm awake, I sing them all the time. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb with the knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Nursery rhymes. I like singing, saying nursery rhymes. When I'm asleep, I'm dreaming nursery rhymes. When I'm awake, I sing them all the time. All right. Nursery rhymes. Some of you guys probably say, hey man, I like that music. I like them. Thank you so much. Most of my music, 90% of it, you can get on iTunes, Amazon Play, a lot of the streaming. Most importantly, the YouTube channel. If you take the opportunity to subscribe to the YouTube channel, we're able to communicate. And then I'm also able to let you know of new videos coming out and contests and prize giveaways, things like that. The subscribe button on any YouTube channel allows us to communicate. If you can, anybody can go to YouTube and put in Super Fun Show and find it, but you have to subscribe to the channel. Well, how do I subscribe? Well, you got to sign up first, get an account. Don't wrestle with that. Get that 9-year-old that's been bugging you. They make them work for you. You've been working for them for years. Get them to subscribe you to the channel and click the bell so you'll know what's going on. All right, so instructional learning format. Instructional learning format. I played that song for instructional learning format. What does that mean? Okay, here's why I played that song. As a teacher, as a child care in-home provider, I didn't play that song because the children like it. I didn't play the song because it's fun. I played the song because we're going to read a nursery rhymes book. Yes. We are reading a nursery rhymes book, so I use the song as my instructional learning format. This is how I'm engaging you and drawing you in. This is part of behavior management, being able to engage you and give you things that keep you going. Because, a lot of times, children, their attention spans are very, 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 very short. And so we have to keep things moving. So for me to sit there and read a nursery rhymes book for 15 minutes, I'm going to lose some people. And some of y'all got Teach Coco on one more. You have a child in that classroom that every 5 minutes, they're going to do something, either get up or walk away or whatever. If you know that, every 4.5 minutes, somebody should be right there. Teach. If she's teaching the class, Coco will be right there and put their hand on his shoulders like, hey, Shawn, how you doing? You doing okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. Now you got another 4 minutes, another 4.5 minutes. That child is good. But if you know that child or a couple of children, they get antsy, and just be a step ahead of them. Be a step ahead of them. You can't go wrong. You can't just stay a step ahead of them. I want them to become paranoid, knowing that I feel like somebody watching me. I always feel like somebody watching me. Yes, we are watching you. You better watch him. You better watch him like you watch a toddler. You know about them toddlers, them little babies.
I'm going to put something in my mouth. I'm going to put that in my mouth. You're not watching me. I'm going to put that in my mouth. My mama keys. I like to chew on my mama keys and her purse. I don't like my daddy keys. They can't funny.
Hey, if I can't have fun, it's not funny. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Man, I'm having myself a good time. I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time. Instructional learning format. I use that song because I'm getting ready to do the book. Instructional learning format. From this book, we're going to go to the art table. And what are we going to do at the art table? What we do in nursery rhymes, we're going to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Because all the king's horses and all the king's men, them sorry guys, they couldn't even put them back together again. Hey, we are here and we're going to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And here's what I want you to do. Challenge the child's higher order thinking skills. Ask them some open-ended questions. Open-ended questions. You know what? I think I got a video on that, y'all. Oh, stand by, stand by. Let me see. Open-ended questions challenges children's higher order thinking skills. We want to get them ready for kindergarten and critical thinking. So it comes in, and the best way I can put this is, it comes back as quality feedback. When you are challenging the child's higher order thinking skills, they're going to respond with more than a yes or no. They're going to give you a sentence or a paragraph, and they're going to go on. And children, you know how they are. They will make up stuff because they want to have their input, and their input is valuable. Okay, so here, let's do this. This is an example of what you get from a child when you ask the right questions. But I just want to make sure I set it up right. This will actually, this could give you an example, a real lifetime example of quality feedback. There you go. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Quality feedback. What's the deal with quality feedback? Well, there's feedback and there's quality feedback. Watch this. Girl, I am so tired of him. We just came back from counseling. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Girl, we can go on a cruise. We're going on a 3-day cruise. We're going to go to the Bahamas and Coco Cay. And I'm trying to figure out on elegant night, I'm not going to wear a black dress and a red purse. And I don't know what I'm going to. Girl, we came home from that concert. We didn't say nothing. We just sat there at the table and just looking at each other. Girl, I'm trying to think, girl. Do I need to wear the black dress or the red dress and the green? I don't know what I'm going to do. Are you listening to me? That's feedback, okay? Here's quality feedback. Girl, we just came back from counseling. I'm just so tired of him. Now, wait a minute, girl. Hold on there. You have to be patient. I've been married 7 years. I think I've been patient enough. Now, wait a minute. Let me tell you, I've been married 25 years, 12 years to my first husband, 8 years to my second husband. You see what I'm saying? That's quality feedback. When the person says what you say, you know they're listening to you. So quality feedback with children, they deserve your quality feedback. You say the words that come out of their mouth, then they're excited about putting more words out of their mouth because you made them feel important. Just like the girlfriend. If she's not talking about what you're talking about, you already know. It's like being on the phone talking to somebody. You know when they're doing something else. Have you ever been on the phone talking to somebody and you can tell they're doing something else? And you have to ask them, are you listening to me? Oh, yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, but I don't have your full attention. I'm going to call you back later. And you just give them the dial tone. Quality feedback. You know what I'm talking about. Children deserve it. Give it to them. Okay. Quality feedback is what it is. It's quality feedback. Challenging the child's higher order thinking skills. Man, the time went by fast, okay? And when you do virtual, you think that you're gonna run out of material before time. I will not even be able to do all of this material. That's a good position to be in, okay? So, instructional learning format, to sum it up, what are you doing to engage the children? What are you doing to keep them engaged? I just used the example of nursery rhymes. In the example of nursery rhymes, what I have set up is a book. What I have set up is a song. What I have set up, artwork. And if I want to take it up another level, I'm going to do some puppetry with nursery rhymes, okay? Keep it going, keep it going. Here's what I'm going to do. Now, all of this is important. Everything that we're discussing here is important, but I think emotional support is high up there on the list. Emotional support is high up there on the list. And I married a therapist, okay? Yeah, I need a therapist. And the therapy is not free, okay? Don't get it twisted. Okay, listen. I'm going to introduce you guys to my wife, and she's going to talk to you a few minutes about emotional support. She has just a great handle on this. What I'm going to do in the meantime, I am going to, it better be here. There it is. I did this video. I'm working with a really, really cool artist. Her name is Jemiah Nash. You get a chance, look it up. She has been in Hollywood, Backyardigans television show. She's been on the Apollo when she was a child. She's 22 years old now, but she came into my life when she was 8 or 9. And I was emceeing a program at my church. And who knew that little 9-year-old who tore the house down would grow up to be this great talent? Well, she's back into my life now, and she's doing some music with me. So expect me to be leveling up with my music. But she is the artist on this song. And while this song is playing, the next voice that you will hear, if I can time this right, because I got a 3-year-old upstairs with my wife. And so I've set this up so I could just kind of work it in. So, I mean, you might hear, you might even see the baby. I don't know. That's okay. That's what we do. We hear, we see. So let me get this ready. While you guys look at this, I will prepare everything else. Enjoy.
God shed His grace on America. She's like a mother to me. America, we're gonna make it. America, stand strong. America, we're gonna make it. America, stand strong. America, we're gonna make it. God shed His grace on America. She's like a mother to me. America, we're gonna make it. Undimmed by human tears, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. America, we're gonna make it. America, stand strong. America, we're gonna make it. America, stand strong. America, we're gonna make it. Undimmed by human tears, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that. That was something I just felt that with all that we're going through with this pandemic, just to show some hope. We're not through it yet. We got some more to go through. Vitamin D3. D3. Keep it in your system. My mom's 89 years old, and the doctor has had her on it for 3 months, and he's a geriatric doctor, and he said he's got patients that are 100 years old that have caught the virus but did not get sick because their immune systems had plenty of D3. He told me 5,000 units of D3 every day. I'm drinking D3s like it's alphabet soup, okay? D3 every day. All right. So this is going to be an interesting transition. I have my 3-year-old Paris here, and I'm going to bring the wife over. And, you know, she's 3. Let's see what happens. I got to set the wife up here in front of the camera, let her know what's going on. And Jeff, what I'm probably going to have to do, depending on my 3-year-old, if she's cool and kind of laid back, I'll be over there and we'll be watching. If she is, you know, big in another mood or something like that, I will probably have to remove her from the area. And then my wife is going to do her presentation, and she's going to turn it over to Jeff. You're going to turn it over to Jeff. And if you would be so kind, Jeff, as to mute the camera when she says goodbye, and she says thank you and goodbye, mute the camera. But then again, I may come back. It depends on little Paris over there. It depends on Paris. Paris, you want to come say hello? Come here, Paris. Come here. Yeah, we can do Play-Doh. Come here. I want you to say hello. Come here. Come here. Come here, Paris. Come here, Paris. It's like, don't make her come. You know. Okay. You don't want to come over here? Can Daddy have a kiss? Come here. There we go. Mwah. All right. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, Miss Paris.
All right. Paris, your mommy is going to talk to people, and she's going to look in that camera. She's going to talk to people. She's going to be on TV. And see that screen over there? All those people are watching. All those people are watching mommy. Are we going to be able to watch mommy from over there? Are we going to be able to do that? Say yes, Daddy. Oh, that's my girl. That's my girl. Okay, so right now I'm going to introduce you to Cheryl Brown. She's going to talk to you for a few minutes about emotional support, and we'll probably be done. We start doing that right about 20 till quarter to 12 my time, quarter to 11 your time. Okay, so you got plenty of time to get you some more pancakes. All right, you need to calm down. Okay, Cheryl, I'm going to give you these headphones.
No, not that.
Yeah. Come here, Cheryl. Cheryl, this is my wife right here. All right.
While they're swapping, I just wanted to let everybody know I put a link in chat where you can go to get Shawn CDs.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Here you go.
I just eat oatmeal.
There we go.
Okay.
Oatmeal.
Greetings to everyone, and wherever you may be. When I say it's a happy day, you say regardless. It's a happy day. It's a happy day. It's
Regardless.
A happy day, regardless. And the social emotional aspect as a therapist, all that's going on, we're living in an unprecedented time, something new, something unknown. But regardless of what we're going through, we're still parents, we're still educators, we're still family service workers, we're still directors, CEOs, we're still whatever your teachers, assistant teachers, whatever your position may be, we still occupy that position. And then to take it another level, we're still a community. Our classroom is a community, the facility is a community, and we're a community within a community. And when things like this are taking place, we don't throw in the towel, we don't give up, but we create another paradigm, another model, so we can do what we need to do in order to take care of the child's overall well-being. And a couple things I want to talk about from my book, What All Children Know, Productive Little Citizens, How to Develop an Emotional Supportive Community, is when we're going through this, let's strengthen even more so our community, but you have to make sure everybody's in place. For example, whatever your position may be, write that down, or whatever your name, write that down and put an equal sign. That means that you are a people-centered leader. And a people-centered leader is an individual that looks beyond self in order to see the needs of others. Let me say that again. A people-centered leader is an individual that looks beyond self in order to see the needs of others. Then you look at your little citizens, and even looking at your children. Your children are not just children, and the children that you teach are just not students, but they are citizens. They are little citizens that will eventually grow up to be productive little citizens. And then your community, your classroom, and even your home, that is your community. So you are a people-centered leader that oversees a community, that oversees little citizens. Now, there's some couple things that need to take place during this new paradigm, during this unprecedented time, is that we have to, first of all, as an adults, we have to make sure we do not fear. When we go back into the classrooms or whatever is about to take place, we cannot fear, because see, fear will paralyze you and enable you to think beyond what you need to do in order to provide what the children need. And so therefore, we have to remember that you're the thermostat of your community, and you set the temperature in the community. And so therefore, the little citizens look at you to be stable. They look at you to be solid. They look at you for clarity. Now, so let me put it this way, is that every child has their own unprecedented moment, if you allow me to say, and this will lead into my story. And unprecedented means something never happened before, unusual, one of a kind. And there was this little boy, I never forget, his name was Daniel. And Daniel was really cute. And this is when I was doing therapy in California, which I'm originally from. And really cute. He had those long lashes that will wave at you. And he had that cold black wavy hair. And he was from a single family home, did not know where his father whereabouts. And he was very close to his mother. And there's nothing like a mother. It was very close to his mother. And his mother was very ill, and he didn't know how severely ill his mother was. But she said, son, and let's say his name is Daniel. Daniel, I'm going to the hospital and I'll be back. And he waited, and she never came back because she passed away in the hospital. An unprecedented moment for him. And so life just going on, and he's still waiting for his mother. And I don't know if you ever lost a loved one, but it seemed like just life just go on, people go on, life goes on. And there's a part of you, there's a compartment in your mind that has been reserved, waiting for that person to come back into your life, or the memories that you have saved to think about that person. And so what happened was is that I know that's not my phone, no. Shawn Brown. Everybody say Shawn Brown. And so anyway, he was, how many of you guys know children can become depressed? And so therefore, he wasn't doing well in school. He wasn't doing well at home, and his aunt had received custody of Daniel. And so she brought him to the clinic where I worked at in Lamont, California. And she explained the situation, and they assigned him to be my client. And so step number one is that when you do come together again with the children, make sure you survey the land, survey their emotions, survey their feelings. Keep in mind, children are resilient, but they're not machines. And what has happened during this pandemic, has affected everyone differently. So take the time out to hear the children's stories and see what they're going through, to get an understanding how it has impacted them in their overall well-being. And so when he was brought into under my care as a client, I had created a purpose station, and a purpose station is a place of refuge where the children are able to vent when they're emotionally distressed. And he wasn't a big conversationalist, but he was an excellent artist. And so I said, Daniel, I want you to draw anything you want about your mother. And so he took the piece of paper and the pencil and the crayons, and he drew a beautiful cloud. The sun was shining, and his mother was nestled in the clouds. And she was looking down on him, and she said this, he said this. And I said, what does it mean? He said this. He said, my mother is in heaven looking down on me to make sure that I'm okay. And it did everything I had, everything, it took everything I had just to keep the tears back, because he was expressing the love that he had for his mother, because his mother was his world, and he was going through this unprecedented moment. And I had to be there to make sure he had a new paradigm, a new model in order to navigate through life. And so it normally takes 6 months to a year to close the case. And we were still within the first month. And things were going well. And I said, you know what? We're going to have a memorial service for your mother, because he was not able to attend the funeral nor the burial. And I don't know if the mother said, I just want him to remember me as I was, or they didn't think he was able to handle the situation. And so therefore, I went to meet his aunt and told her what happened, have her sign the forms. I said, have him ready the next day, make sure he wears best clothes, and bring the card that he had made for his mother. And so during that time in California, in Bakersfield, California, it was just freezing cold. The sun did not shine all that week or the week prior to. And so anyway, I got dressed and wore my best. I went to the store and get some balloons. We love you. I miss you, and so forth. And I drove 21 miles to go pick him up. And when I picked him up, he had his nice crispy shirt on, his jeans, those long lashes waving at everybody, and the coal black hair. He just looked just gorgeous. And he had his card, and he was gripping tightly to that card. And so we headed back to Bakersfield, about 19 miles or so, until we headed to the cemetery, where it was beautiful landscaping, the tall trees. And that day, the sun was beaming down to let us know that everything was okay. And so anyway, we walked around, and he said this, how did my mother get there? And so I had to answer his question at his level, and he understood, and we walked around. We finally made it to his mother's plot, and he read the card and tucked it in where her plot was at. And I said, we're not going to leave without providing your mother with a song, because you was unable to make it to the funeral. And I did something like this. I said, you are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You everything that I hope for, and you everything that I need. You are so beautiful to me. And you could feel the ease in his body, because see, every child deserved to be loved, remembered. They deserve to be understood and valued. And you could feel the ease in his body. We went to go get some ice cream. And that it normally takes 6 months to a year to close the case. We closed it in 1 month. So let me leave you with this unprecedented time, the pandemic. But it doesn't change who we are, because we're still educational warriors. We don't give up, because we soar high like an eagle. And we're determined to do what we need to do to make sure the children have the best. So let me leave you with this. When the task has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Do it big, do it small, do it well or not at all. That's all I got. Have a good day.
Thank you, Cheryl Brown. Thank you.